Okay, here we go. It has the typical Sideshow box. It says Ulysses S. Grant on the front. It has some history and some information, which I haven't taken the time to read. Good pictures on the back. Some of you saw those pictures online. They're pretty good pictures. Box by itself is a pretty good box. I don't usually keep my men in the boxes, so not really sure what I'm going to do with the box. Maybe just put it in a bin somewhere. It comes with a map case, which is pretty nifty. If you're a general in the Civil War, you're going to need some maps to look at. Comes with a pair of binoculars. Pretty nice looking binoculars. And a case to hold the binoculars in. Haven't really opened that yet. Probably just slips out. Yep, that's what it does. It just slips out so that you can put the binoculars down inside. Kind of tight fit though, but there they are. And then you can put the piece back in and close it up. Pretty nice. Comes with a pair of dress shoes, which they're kind of hard. I haven't attempted to put them on yet, so I don't know how hard they'd be to put on. I think these kind of things are just fillers, give you extra stuff. I don't know, maybe he would wear these. Comes, of course, with the two maps. I don't know if that'll focus right there. Yeah, there they go, focused. Pretty nice looking maps. Pretty clear. And these could roll up and, of course, go in the map case. Grant himself comes with these boots, cavalry-style boots with the spurs. He has the blue pants, blue jacket. Comes with a cigar that he can hold in his fingers. That's probably one of the things that gets lost first. And then, of course, he has his flasks so he can have something to drink. His face, the sculpt, I'm guessing that's maybe an 8. Doesn't look like Grant to me as much as even the Hasbro figure does. I kind of like the Hasbro figure sculpt-wise. Of course, the fingers, the hands are not as good as Sideshow, so there is a difference between them. He's a little bit taller than the Hasbro Grant. His hat, it's not pliable. It's very, very hard. I think that's standard for Sideshow. The collar on his jacket is kind of like a felt, so it's soft. It looks like he's been in the box a long time, so the back of the jacket has kind of gotten shaped. Probably would take a little bit of wetting and maybe a little ironing to get that out. All in all, I think it's a good figure. I have not opened the jacket. I'm assuming he's going to have a vest on under there. That would be typical. is for him to have a vest. Well, he's got a belt. He's got a place to put the sword. So it's not really a vest. It's just a shirt with some underclothes, I guess, underneath it, undergarments. See there, I dropped the cigar already. I think the the cigar, it's interesting the way the cigar does actually fit right in his hand. But I was a little disappointed that you can't. I thought Sideshow had a little bit more flexibility than him. You can't get his hand up to his face. That was a little bit surprising to me. I mean, it has a lot of movement as far as the hand moving, the arm moving. It's got good movement, but I cannot pull that hand up to his face. That's about as close as I can get it. So he just kind of looks like he's standing there holding the cigar in his hand. Can't get the flask up to his mouth, so you can't make like he's drinking because it really won't come up that close. Well, that's closer than I got it last night. That's a little better. He does look at least like he's getting ready to take a drink. I don't really know whether Grant was, as drunk as they say he was, or as people say he was. Sometimes your enemies write, things about you that are partially true or half-truths. He may have been a drinking man, but then again, he was in charge of a lot of horrible battles, had a lot on his conscience. People deal with that differently. Different people deal with that differently. I think the saddest thing of all is that he died of throat cancer. No warning labels on that cigar or tobacco. But he died very soon after finishing his autobiography. And that was one of the first bestsellers in the United States. He received, I believe, $1 million. Don't quote me on that, but I think I read somewhere it was $1 million, enough to take care of his family, because then he died, and of course his family had to live off of that. Much different between those presidents and these presidents today. They didn't get any pensions, they didn't get any big salaries when they left office back then, just whatever they had earned over their lifetime. I think there's a lot to be said for the previous leaders of our country who did a lot for service. They served our country rather than doing it for money. Anyway, I like the figure. I'm not sure that he takes the place of my other Lee. I guess probably they each one has things that I like and things that I don't like. But that's the way life is. Nothing's perfect, right? So there is the Sideshow General Ulysses S. Grant. I hope you enjoyed it. I think the best thing that I can say about this figure is that it was very reasonable. I got it real reasonable. And so there's my review. There's my unboxing. Hope you liked it. You can leave any comments or questions below, and I'll try to answer them if I can. Until next time, thanks.